In this video, I'm going to give you guys the top 5 tips to getting kills from behind in Modern Warfare 2. Starting with tip number 1, make sure that you're running a silencer on your weapon as well as the dead silence field upgrade. Now the silencer won't make a huge difference because obviously in Modern Warfare 2 you still pop up on the minimap when shooting your weapon. However, having that silencer does make you a little bit more quiet and makes it a little bit more complicated for the enemy to figure out exactly where they're getting shot from. So if you're running that silencer, it'll make it a little bit easier to get some kills from behind. Now dead silence is an absolute game changer when it comes to completing this challenge. Obviously, you're able to run around the map without making a sound, and it's extremely useful. I highly recommend. A lot of times when you're trying to get those kills from behind, when you roll up on someone, they hear you coming and they turn around and ruin the challenge for you. So if you have the Deddy going, you're able to get behind them without them even knowing, and it makes it so much easier. Now, tip number 2 is learning how to play doorways. Now, if you're like myself and you're a really aggressive player, this can be hard switching your gameplay and playing really patient, but I promise it's worth it. This is how I was able to knock out this challenge really quick with the weapons that needed it. Waiting in the doorways towards the middle of the map where the enemy spawns and just waiting for someone to run through is the best way. As soon as someone runs through, you obviously shoot them in the back. It counts towards your kills from behind, and you can kind of just keep switching it up. And then after getting maybe one person through the doorway, you can switch to the other side. So when they run out and they're looking the other way, you can get another kill from behind. So learning how to play those doorways is by far the quickest way to knock out this challenge. Tip number 3 is to play objective-based game modes. This is another thing that'll be pretty useful. You can kind of combine the doorway tip with the objective-based game mode tip. If you're playing a game mode like free-for-all or team deathmatch where the only objective in the whole mode is to get kills, people tend to play a little bit more defensive. You're not going to have people that are running to a specific location. You're going to end up with a lot more people that are camping, and it's harder to get behind them. So the key is to play something objective-based. Think about it like hardpoint. Everyone's going to be pushing towards that objective. So if you can hit a wraparound to the backside of the enemy spawn, you can catch people going to that desired location and get some pretty easy kills from behind. So playing objective-based game modes where you know which direction the enemies are going to be headed makes it a little bit easier to get this done quicker. The next tip, use flash grenades and stun grenades. I would say more so stuns. The flashes are great. Obviously, people can't see, but you still run the risk of them just randomly turning around or ending up in a direction you don't want them in. With the stuns, they're super nice. If you get up behind somebody, you can throw the stun to make sure they're not able to turn around, and it's pretty much a guaranteed kill from behind. If somebody runs by you and you're afraid that if you shoot them a couple times they might turn around and ruin the challenge, you can hit them with the stun first just to make sure that they're not able to move, and it makes it a little bit easier. I was always running stuns. You might as well do it. It's better than any other option, and will definitely guarantee that kill from behind if you're able to hit somebody. So stuns and flashes are a good option. Now my 5th and final tip is to hang out around popular camping locations. Now I added this one in here because I found this useful towards the end of completing these challenges. On a lot of these maps, there's a lot of specific locations where you guys know a lot of people like to hide. Some of the maps have some certain windows that a lot of people are always in. If you can find one of those camping locations, if you're in a game and a guy keeps going to the same spot, a good tactic is to go towards that spot and just hide and just wait for those people to keep coming back, because they always do. Especially if you're able to take them out once, they're going to continuously come back to that spot. And if you're able to just hide it out, wait for them to get in their little camping location, you can obviously just take them out from behind, knock out this challenge a little bit quicker. If you guys have any other questions about this challenge, or you have your own piece of advice that maybe you use to knock it out, please leave it in the comments so that we can help some other people out. Or just ask me a question. I'll try to answer it for you. But I appreciate all the love on the videos, man. Thank you so much for all the support. Take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.